on the celebrations, but I just figured we needed a catch-up call. So how are things with you? It's family time, right?
Yeah, we have an open house today.
Well, sorry for dragging you away from it.
No, it's a problem.
Yeah, I just really wanted to check in with you guys because, you know, huge congratulations to you both for making it to the through to the final, through the technical stage. So that means we've now got 11 teams left in the competition. And you know, we just have I just really wanted to make sure that you had seen the fact that by the end of Monday, we need to get a draft presentation and video in. Had you guys kind of seen that email and had it on your to-do list? I know comes at a bad time for you guys, but I just wanted to make sure we don't miss the opportunity.
Yes, we do have noticed that we will be having to submit some stuff, like presentation slides and videos, and then we will be having, right?
The line is great. The line is bad.
Problem. And if are you there?
Don't worry about the webcam. It's just I can't really hear Nurin. Should we kill the cameras and just see if that improves the quality?
Hello.
Hi. Does that give us a better chance to hear each other?
I'm not sure. I don't know, like, because there is no indicator to detect if I'm speaking or not.
Okay. Well, I can hear you better this time. I can hear you without so much lag. Or I could. No, not so great. Hanif, you there? Okay, so I've got you, Hanif. And I've lost Nurin.
Can you hear me?
Sometimes.
Or is it like that? Am I like buffering?
Yeah, I've killed my camera just in case that helps with the connection. You're hearing Nurin okay? Okay.
Yeah, we should just proceed to the agenda of this meeting.
Okay, cool. So can I share my screen and we'll just go to the email and just make sure that you guys are happy. Let me go with this one first. Right, so can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Great. So Monday, otherwise I would not be chasing you up during the holiday time. By the end of Monday, we need 10 slides maximum for PowerPoint and a short video which can kind of explain the app somehow. This is like a draft. and then we do a dry run on Thursday, and then you get the opportunity 1 week on Monday to update the video, and then on Thursday the 11th you present formally. So Thursday the 4th, that's in a week's time, is a presentation with some internal judges to just make sure that the process is working smoothly and everybody understands the rules, and you guys can get somewhere with good quality internet connection so that the jury can hear, and just make sure that we get any technical problems out of the way. And then Thursday the 11th, we do it again, but with the real jury. And then the top 5, 6, 7, or even 8 teams go through to the final jury. And then if you make it through to that stage, that's again and one more chance for the final teams to update the presentations. And then later in May, our senior execs come on board and look at maybe somewhere between 5 and 8 of the teams. So that's the process. And I would just love it if we can get you guys through the next stage so that you guys are part of that final group that can get in front of our senior management. And then you're one step closer to making it into the final 3, which is the prize money time. So that's how my mind is working right now. Is that all clear?
Yes, it is.
And how are you guys? Have you had a chance to actually think about this or prepare anything, or? Stop sharing. Cool. Do you think you'll be able to have the opportunity to pull something together for Monday? No, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to show me anything, you can do it on Teams or email. And if you're just happy to submit, that's great. I just wanted to check in with you guys and see if there's anything you needed, see if there's any advice you needed, see if you wanted to share anything and, ask for an opinion. But if you're just totally comfortable, then that's fine. Sure. Okay, that would be great. So have you had a chance to prepare anything yet, or do you kind of need to do it this weekend? No, honestly, if it's an animation of what you've done with, maybe a voiceover explaining it, I think that's better than the corporate style video, because some of the teams do the corporate style video, and I honestly think a little animation which really shows your app, that's for me a little bit better, because then the jury understand what you've done. I've seen other teams do just sort of some pictures of themselves and some static screenshots, and it doesn't look great.
So we will be like making an ad, maybe an advertisement style. Like we're promoting it as if it's a product. So like,
Love it. Yeah, I love it.
For example, promote a bag or something like that.
Yeah, if you can make it as an ad style, and then just make sure that, I'm going to share my screen again with the criteria. So just keep keep bearing in mind that the jury are going to be asking these questions. The benefits to the end user. Is it a useful app? Does it bring something new? Is it original? And I think you're good with that. Benefits to the business partner. You know, this is like, if you run a restaurant or a cafe, is this app really useful to you to help train your staff? The look and feel, does it look nice? Does it look appealing? Do I want to use it? That's, you know, I think you're going to be great there. I love your graphic style. And then the go to market, it's like, you know, this is maybe just think about, you know, is it a feasible idea? Is it just one cafe? Or once you've done it in one cafe, could you roll it out to other cafes? Is it only cafes, or can you generalize it into other businesses? And just, you know, think some of the people in the audience will really be thinking this way. And my advice in terms of the jury members, I'll show you who the jury members are in a little bit. And then this Wahoo bonus is like each judge gets to give 5 points to their favorite. Now, if you want to see the others, take a look. You can Google, have a look on LinkedIn, have a look on Twitter. If you want, you've got all of the other competitors here. So you've got one other from Malaysia. You've got a French team. No, you've got two French teams. You've got two African teams. You've got somebody from Spain, Bulgaria, and then 3 from the UK. And some of these guys will have been posting stuff on LinkedIn or Twitter. So if you want to see what the competition is doing, it's worth taking a quick look. A lot of them are going for retail type solutions. You know, here's a new way of buying a product. And, you know, I think that makes it easier for you to stand out as a little bit different. I hope, at least. I just wanted to, if I can find it, have we got the judges here as well? Let me just take you through who the judges are. Can you see, have I got an Excel file at the moment?
Yes.
Cool. So Carrie is actually, the good news from my point of view is 3 of these people are good friends of mine, and I've known them for years. Carrie is, she's actually Malaysian, but she lives in Zurich in Switzerland.
Wow.
So she's in marketing, but she's got a good science mind. She's a Malaysian by birth. I don't know whether she's still a Malaysian or she's a Swiss citizen these days, but she has been in ATOS, Switzerland for a long time and works out. And a lot of what she does is in marketing for our health and life sciences business. So I've just been chatting to her this morning because I bumped into her in London last week, which was fantastic. And I made sure I took the opportunity to tell her about you guys. So I'm doing my best to just make sure that, you know, at least one person on the judging panel is going to go, hey, it's a team from Malaysia. Gabriel Morin is the only person I don't know. He is, I think, based in our Paris office, and he is head of immersive experiences. Now, I don't really know what that means, but I think that means he leads a development and maybe an innovation team looking at new technologies, including virtual reality and augmented reality, and some of the sort of leading technologies. So I don't know about Gabriel, but I would guess that he's going to be really interested in the type of technology and the way you've used it. Eltina Oehand is in the Netherlands. She is Dutch, and she is a longtime ATOS colleague, and she leads a technology lab where they build prototypes of new ideas, quite infrastructure based. But yeah, she's a super smart lady, and she's going to be focused. She's very, very practical. So if Carrie's all over the marketing, Eltina's all over the, does it work? How does it work? How would you build it? Will customers like it? So she's just really straightforward and practical. Paul Paul is another old friend. He is a Canadian that has lived in Spain and England for many years. Paul is his key interest is media. So he is the chief technology officer for all of the work we do with companies like the BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, and he is super interested in the technology of gaming platforms and things like that. So that's, so he's got a lot of expertise in using this kind of technology for mass media. So those are the people who are judging. Then in terms of facilitators, Victoria and Rumyana Markova are in our kind of, they're organizers and facilitators of the event. Mike Smith has run this event for many years. He's a techie guy. He used to be our global chief technology officer. And so, yeah, really lots and lots of many years of technology background. But I just wanted to let you know a little bit about the judges. So you got somebody in marketing, somebody who understands virtual technology, somebody who's really practical about how tech gets built, and somebody who really understands media. And then when you get through these guys, then it tends to be senior managers who are having a look, who may be less technical and more about, is this a good business proposition? So I just wanted to give you that little insight as to who the others are. And, and then this other spreadsheet, which I think you've got, it just tells you who the competition are. And, it's worth taking a look. But I don't want to take more of your time, and if it's family time, if you can send me the draft slides, I'd love to see them. But yeah, if you can work on an animation, which just, nice voiceover, just show people how it works, take a little run through. But yeah, I like that style. So I think I'd just get out of your way and let you get on with your family time. But if you can send me your draft, that would give me an opportunity to think about it today before it's my weekend, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Where are you?
Where am I? I'm in a London office, and there's almost nobody here because it's early on a Friday morning. So look, that is one empty office. It's like sitting over there somewhere is Clive working hard on something. Across the other side of the lobby, we've got our digital business, but we're just on one floor in this building. But since the pandemic and since lockdown, people tend to come in like Wednesday, Thursday, and Mondays and Fridays, it's really, really empty. So yeah, but I've never seen it this quiet. Anyway, I'm taking a train back home later today. Some tips. Well, I think how the beginning of this call, we're like trying to find a connection, just get somewhere with really good, strong internet connection, dial in early so that the connection has a chance to stabilize. Practice whatever you're going to say, practice it carefully, check the timings, because some of the demonstrations, people will, they'll have worked really hard on what they want to say, but they won't have practiced it, or they'll have got a really good video, but they haven't checked that it runs properly. I think, and then think about all of those judging criteria. Do I make my app look like it's easy and fun and pleasant to use? If I think from the perspective of the cafe owner that you want to sell it to, can they see real benefit to saying, actually, this can save me money and time and improve the quality of my training? In terms of the technical feasibility, put something in there for the technical judges to make sure they know what technology it's built on and help them understand how it can be scaled up and it's reliable and that it's not a crazy idea, and you've built something using standard components, which is easy to add to. And I think stress the fact that you've done this for cafes, but of course it will work. This idea of virtual reality for training, the cafe is an example, and it's great for cafes, but imagine it could also work in, and you can give any type of examples you want. It can work on in a fire station to train firefighters, or it could work in a hospital to train on medical procedures, or just give one or two examples, or maybe you go from and just make the point that you've got your core technology, which says you can build a process flow, and then because you've got a cafe example, you've brought in cafe graphics, but it could have been anything. It could be in a chemistry lab, and instead of making a coffee, they could have been making a pharmaceutical process. So those are my tips, really. Dial in early and make sure you're somewhere with a really, really good internet connection so that it's smooth. Practice so that you look really competent and trustworthy, and like the judging panel know that when they put you through to the next stage in front of our senior execs, that it's going to go well and it's not going to be clunky. And stress the fact that both the business user and the person receiving the training will gain benefit from the app, and that the business model is sound, because you can build it for cafes and then you can generalize for other things. Those are my tips, I guess. And just, be your enthusiastic, positive selves. Just be natural, because you've got a great idea, you've got a lovely presentation style, and just dust yourself to be you. You've done fantastically well to get this far. So many other teams have dropped out already, and the end is in sight.
We'll be trying our best.
Yeah, of course you will. I know. Great. Okay. Should we call it a day?
Yes.
Brilliant. Right, you get back to your families, but do let me have your drafts so at least I can look today. That would be fantastic.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Have a nice. Bye.